Hello, good morning. I'm so glad you're able to join me today. And tell you what, before we were talking about it, see, now it is, see, officially being said that the US economy is crashing. Well, today I want to, see, okay, share with you that you do not have to worry. I mean, you do not have to worry about it, no matter what happens to the economy, okay, or the stock market and stuff like that, because I am going to be showing you ways you can immediately protect yourselves, and not be worried about what all this bloodbath that goes on, and I'm so glad that you are joining me today. And let me just share with you who I am and why should you be even listening to it. Then we will get into my topic at hand today. Okay, how to protect your money. Okay, even during this okay, economic collapse that is happening all around. Well, my name is Bir Grewall. I'm an India-born financial strategist, advisor, and an author with a proven track record. And you might have seen me on national media, like ABC, CBS, NBC, and stuff after that 2007, 8, and 9 housing as well as the financial crash. Why I was quoted over there? Because I have my proven strategies have worked, that people who had used these strategies both for the financial strategies, for the financial planning, and the home equity planning, okay, for the housing, they both did not lose at all, during that last financial and housing crash. So, and I just did not wake up one day and said, well, I'm going to be the best financial strategist, advisor, and an author. You can no. It took me years to get to that level after losing everything. Well, let me share it with you. Okay, my story that I started in the financial services industry back in in the early 80s, and I thought I had the world in the palm of my hands. That when it comes to money, nothing could ever happen to me. And then few things happened one after the other that were completely out of my control, and I lost everything to foreclosure, including my hilltop home in Aliso Viejo, California. That was in September of 1995. And I just never ever could think. It was just the same situation in my life, okay, just like this coronavirus has just come out of the blues, and taken, baffled every economist, every pundit, everyone, okay, and the US economy that was booming before and is now crashing. And no one could ever even think about it, that hey, the way the US economy was going, that it was going to be impossible. But it happens, and it happened to me. And the turning point came when marshals came, when our house got foreclosed on. Marshals came and we had to leave that house. I will never forget that scene when we were leaving, and I looked back at my wife. She was carrying our 1-month-old son in her arms. I looked at her. I could not see that scene there. And at that time, I promised, I said, honey, I am going to find answers, so that way, no matter, and I knew the answers were somewhere there. I had to, okay, dig them out, okay, and put them together. So I made a commitment to my family, okay, that, hey, I'm going to look for those answers with the view that, okay, I want to have, financial security and peace of mind, no matter what happens to the economy. whether it crashes like right now it is happening, you should not be worried. Like I said, okay, no matter what happens to the economy, no matter what happens to the stock market, does not matter. You'll still get the upside of the stock market without the downside risk. And no matter what happens to the taxes, like one party says, if we come to power, okay, we will increase the taxes. The other one says, we'll cut the taxes. I don't want you to be into that. Anyway, I set out to find answers to these things. And then the third big thing was, to find answers to no matter what happens to our health. We do not realize, folks, that we are the money-making machine for ourselves and our family. What if this money printing machine breaks down? Where will the money come from? And, financial disaster starts for most of the people, and they are good, hardworking people. No. So I set out. It took me years to find answers, but what I discovered proved amazing results. And during that discovery, I'd taken so many courses, read all the financial books and stuff like that, and what I was looking for was those proven nuggets and stuff that had been, time and again successful, all right? And also in that discovery mode, I've found that the rich and famous are no different people than you and I, and but they have figured out, okay, how to use the laws and how to make Uncle Sam their business partner, to help take their money to whole new levels. Well, then I discovered into that one also which laws and which IRS rules and stuff, to use, so that way, okay, we can have complete financial security no matter what happens to the economy, no matter what happens to the stock market, no matter what happens to the taxes, and no matter what happens to your health. All right? And well, the proof of all of that came, that the people who used our strategies did not lose even during that financial crash of 2007, 8, and 9, as well as the housing crash of same period. All right. So, well, matter of fact, those both of those kinds of people, who done the financial planning as well as the home equity planning, are way ahead of other people who might have recovered from those losses. So, folks, this and I was just ecstatic. See, so now, when I saw this crash, I could not sit back that, hey, I have the answers to people's financial security and peace of mind. Right? Usually all the strategies that I'll be sharing with you, these ones had been reserved for our high-paying and high-end clients only. But I just could not sit back, okay, and I said, no, I cannot see people hurting, and I have the answers to this thing. So that is the reason I've started this free financial strategies. I go everything, I share it with you. This is my humble giving back to the country and the people that I love, okay. This country had been so good to me, gave me the opportunity, and so if you can overlook my turban and my uncut hair, and which is part of my Sikh religion, all of us, okay, it's called SIKH. Our roots are in northwestern part of India, so and if you can just overlook my appearance and my accent, then I have something very, very, very important for you that could change your financial future, number one. Number two is, okay, you do not have to be a sitting duck to the economy crashing now, the stock market crashing. And by the way, folks, let me just share it with you. You may not have thought about it. If you are a homeowner, okay, housing crash is coming, and all that build up equity, remember, okay, even last time too, during that 2006, 7, and 8 and stuff, people were thinking, okay, my house has doubled and tripled in value, that we are millionaires, right? And who had not done the planning properly, all right, I'm saying properly, okay, and many of them, they lost both the money also as well as their houses too. You might even know someone, yes, who was in that situation. It could be, yes, okay, that you might have experienced it yourselves. You did not have to, and now also the home prices have gone back up. Yes, okay, your home might have doubled or tripled in value, depending which area of the country you are in. Well, folks, yes, okay, this would just be a bad dream when that crash starts to happen. So you have to stick with me, and I am going to, in the end, yes, okay, I'm going to share with you, those IRS rules and regulations, that can help you take your money to whole new levels. Yes, yeah, right. So please just kick back and relax and overlook my Indian accent and my appearance, and we have something huge in store for you. And by the way, please, if you feel that I make sense, and if you feel that you're okay, instead of saying thank you to me, please share this thing and post it on your social media. Share this thing. You have my permission, because there are so many people just sitting there and you're okay, feeling depressed. That, hey, what do I do? What should I do? Yes, yeah, I've already lost money, and they don't want to lose anymore, but they do not know what to do with it. Yes, all right. I have the answers. You will be knowledgeable by the end of this next few minutes. Yes, all right. Number one. Number two is you will be able to implement these things if you want to. Okay, ASAP, to have financial security and peace of mind for yourselves and your family. And not worry at all about it. All right, and then share it with others. This is all free. I'm not charging anything at all, okay? And this is my giving back to the society. So please help me spread the word, you're right? Let's give hope to the people, okay, who just might be, okay, there is every time, every day, every morning, every afternoon and night, there is negative news, okay, hey, this coronavirus has affected this thing. Folks, yes, coronavirus will do whatever it needs to do, but when it after okay, you should not be concerned as to what's going to happen financially to you, because financial stress is the biggest killer. Did you know that? I mean, I don't have to say this thing. You already probably know that. All right, that the number one cause of health problems, in our country is the financial stress. When you have financial stress, okay, those worries creep in. What will happen? How will I, what's going to happen? It does not matter which level you are at, okay? And so the health problems start to happen, right? And which should not happen, all right? Number two is, that families split up. The number one cause of divorce in our country is, it's a country, number one cause of divorce in our country is financial. Folks, with humbleness, if I may say so, I have the answer to that, and you are going to get them today. So please kick back and relax. And all I ask is, do not, you can just clear your brain's hard drive, you're right, so that way you can soak it in what I'm trying to say. Do not get into justifications and stuff for whether I'm doing something or not, because that will distract you and you will not be able to get it. That quote unquote, okay, get it, what I'm trying to say, and this thing might just bypass. By the way, I have put in these resources, okay, either below or at the top, number one. Number two is, in these, I'll be putting the replays also on the same media, on all of my social media and stuff, so you can come back and watch it, okay. Number three is, I have even given you my personal email in there. Okay, look at it. if you feel you have any questions, you can shoot me an email, and all I ask is give me the exact full details. Yeah, all right. And if you want an answer from me personally, right? I'm terrible at typing. Okay. And so if you want an answer from me, then you please put in your phone number, and if you give me your cell phone number, and then that way I can send you some links that will point you out into the right direction also. But only the phone calls will be it's very easy for me to pick up the phone and call and answer your questions quickly. So with that, let's get started. All right. Remember I had mentioned, okay, no matter what happens to the economy, so that will be when I go through all of this thing, that will all answer all that broader question in there, all right? Then the next thing, number 2, I had mentioned is no matter what happens to the stock market. Now let's just take one thing at a time, all right? And go over this thing. Well, excuse me. It is snowing outside, and anyway, folks, this is no matter what happens to the stock market, this is as an example, right? And I want you to take this thing as an example only because I do not know your particular situation, and so there is so many variables into when it comes to money. So please, for yourselves, you should take it as an example, right? And I'm sharing this thing, these results with you, just to be taken as an example only. So with that clear, let's just say, all right, this is that same fund, S&P 500, that we hear about, right? And just recently it has gone down over 20%, right? So in the red, it's someone who's the way we are supposed to or we are used to, and quote unquote, okay, hey, you put your money in there. And in the black is the way we suggest, right? And this is how you protect yourself, your money. So let's just take it. This is $500,000 back in 1999 in this example. So when the market goes up, you go up with it. All right. So when the market goes up, you go up with it up to the cap. And then when it goes down, you have kept all your principal is safe. It's unheard of, folks. Your principal is safe, as well as you have kept your profits also up to that time, up to that cap that I just mentioned. And these results are with that caps included, so you do not have to get greedy. And this is with those caps and stuff. All right. So then. I'll go into details towards the end. For right now, I just want to show you. So the money freezes at that time, and when it starts to go back up, you start to go back up with it up to those limits. All right. Now here is 2007, 8, and 9 when that stock market crashed. Right. People who had used our strategies, they did not lose a penny. They had kept all the gains also up to. Right, and their money was frozen till that time, even though it is liquid to them. If you want to take it out at any time, you can take it out with a telephone call, right? However, the money is frozen from losses, and your principal is safe, as well as your profits up to that time are all safe. All right, and then here a market starts to go back up. And then you start to go back up with it. All right. Now at this time, didn't want to confuse you with all of those other years and stuff. So now at this time, it was 418,000 some change. Right here, and here it is $107,000. The way we just to put it. Now, folks, just imagine if the market goes up 10%. How much do you think this one will go up? About $42,000. How much do you think this one will go up? About $107,000. Folks, that's how you protect yourselves. Remember I said, the number 2 item was no matter what happens to the stock market, I don't want you to lose. This is how it is done. All right. And then if that money, is locked in, that it will grow, compound, and pay out and transfer at death, all tax free. Wow, folks, then you put a turbo booster to even this money. So you loss proof date, kept all the gains also. Then if it is in tax free environment, you put in your turbo booster to that money, and I will show it to you in a little bit. Right? And I'll go back into this strategy pretty soon, and I'll go step by step. And also now, let's put some numbers to it. You saw it on the graph. Let's put some numbers to that one. All right. So this is starting year 1997, like that. Okay. This is that same S&P 500 that I showed you. That same fund where people go in directly. This column, the very first one in the gray. Number 2 is there's a third column from this is the way we set it up. All right, with that cap and stuff. Okay, please listen very close. This is how, folks, you will not in the stock market, so you are not affected whatever happens to the stock market. And at in the end, please stick around. I guarantee you it will be a life changer for you. Remember I said earlier, in the end, I'm going to show you one program that does everything, all automated and sets up the money according to IRS rules and stuff, which I'll be showing it to you second last, right? And then automate the whole thing so that way, no matter how many ups and downs keeps on coming up, you don't have to worry at all. You're sitting funky and pretty over there, that you are loss proof your money, you're keeping your principal is safe, and you are keeping the profits also up to that limit, and folks, this is amazing and mind-boggling. And then you set it up on autopilot and you go enjoy life, and never ever be worried about your money again. All right, so please stick till the end. I'm going to show you. Now let's just carry on with this one. So in 1997, stock market went up 31.1% here. All right. Now, here in that time, see in the option that they had chosen, the cap was 12.5%. Remember I told you, don't worry about the cap or anything. Don't get greedy, because the other side of the coin is that you are guaranteed that you will not lose a penny of your principal, and you will keep all the profits up to that cap. So just be in tune with me. Now, 1998, the market went up 26.67%. Your cap was 12.5%. You just made 12.5%. Then 1999, 19.53%. You made 12.5%. Then in 2000, it went down 10%, 10.14%. You did not lose a penny. It's 0 right here. Then 2001, it went down 13.4%. You did not lose. All your principal and the gains till that time are locked in. All right. Then in 2002, it went down 23%. Right. 0. Then it goes up in 2003, 26%, 12.5. Now let's just go all the way down the 20-year average. See this thing? The 20-year average right here of the stock market, with all these 30% ups and downs and stuff like that, right? The average came out to be 5.7%. All right. And here with our strategy, even with those caps, it came out to be 7.3%. Now, folks, which one would you choose? And is that exact same fund? All right. And then if you have this money set up in a tax-free environment, here you have to still pay the taxes and stuff like that. Right? And here, if it is in tax-free environment, you probably made, 12, 13, 14%, depends what kind of tax bracket you are in. This is how the game of money is played, folks, And remember, I had mentioned earlier that these strategies had been reserved for our high-end, high-paying clients only. But right now, I just could not sit back that, hey, I have the answers to people's financial security and peace of mind. And folks, those rich and famous people are no different than you and me. You see, okay? And all they have done is they had figured it out. You see, there are three kinds of people. You see, all right? One people are they look into these things and say, "Wow, man, this Indian guy, with this Indian accent and weird looking guy, okay? No, it cannot be true." All right? That's one person, and the opportunity passes by them. The second one will say, well, it sounds very interesting. I'm going to investigate it, or I'm going to check it out. All right. By the way, I'm going to give you a litmus test in the end that, that will make it easy for you to check it out, quote unquote. But those kinds of people, you're right, they never, they never check it out. They never get to it, right? And when that crash has already happened, then they are, okay, then they'll come running, hey, pal, okay, well, I just cannot handle these losses and stuff like that. No one can, but they, and when the opportunity was there, they did not act, and now they want to, and then it is too late, okay, we can still help them, see that there will be no more losses going further, right? But there's nothing we can do to recover that money. And I want to take you out of this yo-yos of the stock market. And also, remember this thing, the richest man on earth, Warren Buffett, or maybe now he's the second or the third, whatever it is. He said the most amount of money and the quickest amount of money, the fastest amount of money to be made is in the stock market. And in that same breath, he said that, hey, most of the people are shared in that same stock market. But folks, these are the same kind of strategies, okay, those guys they use. And then, okay, well, how I am different, financial advisor and financial strategist, how I am different is not only I loss-proof your money, and then I will show you how to make Uncle Sam your business partner and to help you take your money to whole new levels and use those laws and IRS rules, to take your money to a whole level. So please, I'm going to share with you everything in the end. I'm going to show you all of those things and give you the litmus test so that way whosoever advises you financially, because here's the other thing. When it comes to, it's your hard-earned money, right? Now let's just take that of a doctor. All right. If we have some health problems or my family has health problems, I want to be treated by the best of the best doctor, right? But how do you know that that doctor is the best? I have never ever heard that any doctor say that I'm the second best. All right. Okay. So how do you see? You ask friends and stuff around. Yes, they will give their opinion, right? And that's good. But still, that's a guesswork. Yes, they might be better than some other ones. Yes, you're right. But still, okay, how do you get to be the treated by the best of the best? I'm going to give you. Hey, this is your money. This, if you have financial insecurity, your health goes down, okay? And most of the families, okay, they split up because of the number one cause of divorce is financial stress. Folks, with humbleness, like I said earlier also, okay, that I have the answers to that financial security and peace of mind, no matter what happens to the economy, no matter what happens to the stock market, no matter what happens to the taxes, and no matter what happens to your health. All right. So this way, Just with humbleness again, I'm just trying to say, I'm trying to hit home, right? Not brag about myself, okay? That, you know, I have the answers to keeping your health, keeping you healthy. With humbleness, I'm saying so. Please, you're right. And number two is I can keep. If financial stress was going to cause the divorce, okay, I can keep those families together. And you know what? To me, my mission. See, in this same why I'm sharing all of this insider information for free with you is that, hey, you know what? If two adults divorce each other, I don't care. That's their problem. They are adults. But if there are children involved, no. Those children, when they came into the world, they were brought into the world. Those kids, they did not opt to grow up without the love of that two parents, mother and father, together under one roof. Because that's a different energy when the family is together, right? And now these days society just thinks, well, oh, they'll grow up okay. Yes, but we do not know what kind of trauma, what is going on in their head, that they are growing up. But if that same kids, had that good, family life with mother and father intact there, they would grow out to be nurtured, to be very different. Folks, I am looking for that blessings from even that one kid, if I can, with my actions, even one family, if it can be together, okay, I feel that I have achieved that, and I'm looking for the blessings from those little kids, you're right, in life sometimes, I don't care about the adults, okay, whatever they do, all right, so, with that humbleness, let me now move on. So we already showed you how to use your loss-proof your money and get only the upside of the stock market without the downside risk, right? Now, other thing, like I said, if you are a homeowner, please listen very, very close, and I give you proof of everything. It's just not that I take my word for it, right? And I'm going to give you the litmus test in the end. All right, so whosoever advises you financially or whatever, so that way you can find out that you found the right person. And if you have the right person, stick with them, then you do not have to worry about your financial security. All right. Now, this is not me saying this thing. We had been doing home equity planning for a long time. All right. And, so we've been doing that. Now, I was surprised, okay, when in 2006 that Federal Reserve Bank study came up. And this is what that study said. This is the gist of that study. So this was the report. It says Federal Reserve Bank study. If you have a home equity built up in your home, it should be separated and put to work to boost your savings and your retirement, and read the last line, reduce your risk. Folks, if you are a homeowner, yes, last time during that 2004, 5, and 6, home prices were going up, and most of the people were looking at Zillows every day, or every week or every month to see, hey, how much their home appreciated. Remember that? Maybe you might even have, you might have done it too, right? And they were all excited, all right? Then again over there, there were 2, 3 kind of people, okay? One people were, okay, who were just getting excited. Oh, I'm a millionaire. Even that little shack in Newport Beach, California, okay, okay, that you won't pay nothing for, was $1 million, at that time. Remember that times? All right? And then, but they just got excited. They did not take no action at all. Right? And then the other kind of people were, yes, they said, hey, you know what? I'm going to okay, this is a God-given opportunity. So they took that equity out. right? All right. This is what you and I would also think that, hey, so they took that equity out. Many of them, they tried to invest it on their own, okay? And then the stock market crash happened and they lost that money also. And many of them, they lost those homes too. Remember that? It never, you might even know someone, okay, who was in that situation. Or the third kind of people were just very irresponsible. They went and, paid off their credit cards, okay, and bought boats and depreciating assets, right? And then, okay, all of those kinds of things too. You might even know someone. No. There's those kinds of ways to manage your home equity, or the way we've been telling people to manage it. And then I was surprised when to see this Federal Reserve Bank study report. Matter of fact, it was brought to me my attention by one of my clients. Okay, he said, "Hey, you know what, Peter? Here it is." All right. Anyway. So, they say it should be separated. Yes, homes are meant to be lived in, not to store cash. Just remember that. All right. So, the home a home will appreciate in value no matter whether you leave that. This is a myth. Let me clear off this myth. Right? Whether you leave that equity trapped in the house or you take it out, just like what Federal Reserve Bank says, you take it out and it should be in a separate account. All right. Then no matter what happens, you are not affected. You have that money sitting on the side. And then, okay, they are saying where to put it, right? They are suggesting that, hey, take that money out and put it into IRAs and 401ks. And, knowing what I know, we have a better program than that IRAs and 401ks. And that is the reason I do not, knowing what I know, I do not own an IRA or a 401k or any kind of those traditional retirement savings programs, okay? And knowing what I know, I will never own one of those IRAs or 401ks either, because I know better options than that. And I'm going to go into that one depending, all right. Now, the other thing is, they say to boost your savings and retirement, and the second thing is to reduce your risk. All right, let's talk about the risk. We do not realize it, folks. Here in California, we are in earthquake and fire country, and in the other parts of the country, there is tornadoes, flooding, and stuff like that. All right. Now, let me give you this example also. Remember that Hurricane Katrina a few years ago? It affected Louisiana and Texas very badly. And over there, then after that flooding, the reporter goes up, from CNBC. He goes to the mayor of Port Arthur, Texas. He says, "Sir, you just lost your home. What do you have to say?" Listen close. The mayor said, "Hey, sadly, we had just paid it off." Now, look at it from the other angle. Before that, see, since he did not know what he didn't know, right? Now, when the reality hit, he said, "Oh, sadly, we just paid it off," right? But before that, he was very happily making those extra payments to pay off the home, right? Yes, I also agree. Everyone should have a paid off home, because that is the biggest financial security you can have. You're having a paid up home. But where we differ is, and now it is confirmed by the Federal Reserve Bank, right? And, where I disagree, or where Federal Reserve Bank says, no. It should not be. The money trapped in that house should be completely separated and put to work, right? So that way it grows in a side fund. Then if the same kind of a thing happened, you lost everything. Yes, it will take a long time to rebuild that house and stuff, and those are other stories, are horror stories, when you have to deal with the insurance company, back and forth to rebuild your house. That's a separate story, all right? But now, if you have listened to Federal Reserve Bank, or what we've been doing for years and years, and the same thing happened, it's very sad, right? Okay, I hope no one ever goes through, but if that same thing happened, you have the money sitting on the side fund, there, you just call up and take the minimal amount of down payment, go buy another house, and you resume your life in a month or 2 months. Okay, you are back on track. Otherwise, without this thing, it could take you years, just to get back. So, folks, I could go on and on and on, and the same thing happened to, you might have heard about a very powerful Senator Trent Lott. He his home at that same time. Same reporter went also the same thing. He said, well, this was going to be my wife and mine Adobe, our retirement Adobe. He said, this is all we had. We had just paid it off recently. This is all we had. And after I retired from Senate, we were going to live here happily forever. And he goes, now I do not know what I'll be doing. Folks, I don't want you to be in that situation. So, right now we are not hearing about this financial crash. You have to move fast. All right? Before this housing crash starts to happen, because people are losing their jobs left and right, okay, and then they will be trying to sell the houses, right? And when there is too many people selling the houses, that's how the panic starts. Okay, the person say, oh, I need the money the fastest, they drop the price more, the other guy and that's how the housing starts to crumble, right? And so, folks, we are not hearing this thing. We are just talking. Now these days, the hype is coronavirus, and that's overshadowing everything. But this will be for real, okay? And this is that another way of looking at it. Remember, we say, hey, the other people money, use OPM, we call it. Use other people's money to, help us take our financial situation to a whole new level. Folks, this is the OPM. Now, if you do not act fast, the time that little bit of panic starts to happen, no one will lend you money to get that equity out of it. All right? So, you have to move fast. And they are saying that, hey, put that money into IRAs and 401ks. And I'm going to show you quickly now. I just wanted to explain it to you exactly in details, okay, but time is running out. But don't worry about it. I'm starting this series, okay, so we take one topic every day, okay, and go into details. I just wanted to do that, so the first step is to stop your bleeding in that stock market thing, right? And then number 2 step is, to get this thing, that home equity out. By the way, I have put in the resources below or at the top there, right? And if you still have certain questions and stuff like that, you can shoot me an email with full details as to what you are looking for. I'm very, very busy these days. And then if you want to get a reply back from me, and then please put in your telephone number and preferably your cell phone number, so this way I can point you in the right directions. I could give you some links right there and get this thing. So, well, tell you what, this is going to take a long time. Let me cut out most of this stuff and get to the bottom line right here. All right. So, by the way, let me show you what all will be including in this this series that I'm starting today, and it will be 11 or 11:30. Mostly I'll be putting it up there on the social media as to what time I'll be starting. 99% times, it will be at 11 o'clock California time. So please share this links with your friends and family. Have them come on in, and we will be going through this thing. This is my specialty. It has been that way, and that is the reason. I had been on the national media, like I said. That I had been quoted on all major national media, including Yahoo Finance and stuff like that, Fox News and stuff. All right. So because of these proven strategies that we have now, I'll be showing you through these things, how to make the money work for you instead of you alone working for the money. I call it the analogy of 2, 3, 4, 5 horses working for you is much better than just you working alone. And these days, if you do not have more than you working, you are in pretty no folks, I'm going to show you now. Again, these things are not for if you're thinking in your mind that, oh, I'm just starting out in life, or well, I am just a small person, no. And or if you are already, you have achieved success, you are a millionaire, and now I'm going to show it to you real quickly, and then we'll go into details every day. I'll take one topic at a time, go into details about that one, right? Okay, and I'll be showing you which horses, one of the biggest horse that you can put to work, and you have to act fast on this one is this home equity that's built up in your home. And listen to the Federal Reserve Bank study, right? So and then loss proofing your money, in that stock market. You should play that stock market. Warren Buffett says that, right, that the most and the quickest and the fastest money to be made in the stock market. But he said most of the people lose their shirt in that same stock market also, because they don't know what they don't know. And I happen to know something. That is why I said you do not have to fear the stock market. You beat them on their game, and I already showed it to you. And if you joined in late, right, please go back, and the replay will be up there in a few minutes after this thing. And all the rest of the social media that I have, it will be by the end of the day, it will be, the replays will be there. So I'm going to show you how to optimize your current assets. Anyone can say, hey, bring me more money and I'll help you, show you ways, or you put it, or you might even think I can put it myself into the stock market and stuff. No. I'm going to show you how to optimize that money, just like I showed you. This is the other way of looking at it is your home equity planning is the biggest, your OPM, other people's money, right? So optimizing your money, and so folks, you do not have to be a sitting duck to either the Wall Street greed, or no. I want you to win. Okay. This is my humble thing. You should not fear. And it's that same $1. So whether you're starting out, whether you're on your way up there, or you already achieved success, in a minute I'm going to show it to you how ordinary people, how you and I can be millionaires. And if you have already achieved success, how, and if you are a millionaire already, then how you can be a billionaire, with a B I'm talking about, and you will see it right in front of your eyes, and I'm going to prove it to you in a minute. So we show you how to optimize your current and take your money to whole new levels. Okay. Now, in this series that I am just starting today, this part 1 only, right? So every day there will be a new topic, and I go much more into details. And then we will be looking at it, folks. I'll be looking into all of this thing in this order. any recommendations, okay, that we make must meet our quality standards, all right? What that quality standard is, that you should loss proof your money, okay, and all of that. No, and let me just keep focused here, so this way we can get it done much faster. I value your time, all right? So it has to meet our quality test, because safe, from losses, right? And keep the profits also in case, and then rate of return, have a good rate of return. Warren Buffett said, stock market is the one where you make the most amount of money. All right. Why are these things, and why in this order? Now, let me take you back to 2007, 8, and 9, when that stock market crashed. I do not know. Their losses, and have you been losing? And people were looking at their own money, since it was frozen. They were looking at it every day. Hey, okay, it went down 5% here, 10% there, and by the time the dust settled, there was losses up to 6%. The lost at that time, 7, 8, and 9, it lost between 40 to 60%, depends which kind of funds you were in. It did not have to happen. So the money should be liquid. I want my clients to have all of their money should be liquid, that hey, if you want to take it out at any point in time, you take it out with one telephone call. Okay, I don't want to have any restrictions for you. Number one. Number two is safety of your principal. Yes, you should never ever put your money on the risk. And matter of fact, okay, I shown it to you earlier, that how you keep the profits also. Okay, and your principal is safe, and your profits are locked in, and no matter how many crashes keeps on going down, or for how long the stock market keeps on going down, you are not worried. You are a funky that way, all right? And then have a good rate of return. I told you, Warren Buffett says, okay, the quickest and the fastest money to be made is in the stock market. Yes, I shown it to you earlier. I proved it to you. Okay, that how you get only the upside of the stock market without the downside risk. All right. Well, I want to, since you are here, I do not know if our paths will cross again. Let me just quickly go through other things also. Yeah, all right. So, in these series, we will be comparing all the different investments, okay, and the okay, that which ones investments in the red do not pass the liquidity, that the money is either not liquid or the money is not safe from losses. You could lose your shirt in that, or there is no good rate of return, right? Or it is not tax free. All right. If you have to pay taxes, okay, folks, I want you to make Uncle Sam your business partner. People hate Uncle Sam starting today. No. I want you to make Uncle Sam the same Uncle Sam who a very vicious Uncle Sam, that is only going to hurt you, right? That same Uncle Sam says, okay, no. You can make me your business partner if you just comply with those IRS rules and those TEFRA, TEMRA laws, right? And if that money passes that test, then I become your partner to take your money to whole new levels, all right? And we'll be comparing commodities, business ventures, limited partnerships, raw land, speculative common stocks, low quality bonds. Here's many of the people after that last crash had been buying out homes, right, which might have appreciated in value right now, and you're sitting on a time bomb if you have not done that home equity planning, like what just the Federal Reserve Bank study says. That equity should be taken out of every property and should be in a side fund, and so. So we'll be comparing all of these things, yes, okay? We'll be comparing high-grade bonds, mutual funds, CDs, money markets, insurance, T-bills, annuities, equity in your home, yes, you're right. So they have to meet this thing: liquidity, safety, rate of return, and tax-free growth test. So we'll be going over all of these things now. Let me just quickly show you. I had mentioned, because I don't know if I'll be able to see you again. I know everyone is very busy, but I hope you will be joining me. This is all free, the information I'm sharing with you. Well, here it is. Yes, you're right, folks. Please listen very close. There's $1 million dash to financial independence, all right? Like I told you earlier, whether you're starting out in life, whether you are you are limiting yourselves by saying that, I'm just, this is for the rich and famous. No. In the next slide, I'm going to show you how you will be a millionaire also, okay? And you can be a millionaire too, right? So, well, and it is the same $1, right, with 100 cents in it. Some people are crawling with it, some people are walking, some people are jogging. Here are IRAs and 401ks and stuff, right? And here is how to put a turbo booster. Yes, you're right. And so there's the $1 million dash. Now let me show you how you become the millionaire. So please bear with me. This is clear your hard drive, brain's hard drive. Do not assume anything. Just be in tune with me. This is $1 doubling every period for 20 periods, right? 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8 and stuff, right? Now this column is taxed as earned. This is the way we should, and everyone should pay their fair taxes. And I will never, ever, ever be a party to lying or cheating on your taxes. However, knowledge is power, and that's what I have, and that's what I'll be sharing with you through these series every day. Join me, except I think Saturday or Sunday weekends, it depends, okay? But otherwise, weekdays for sure, I'll try to do it on Saturdays also. So I'll be taking one topic and we go deeper into it, all right? So, taxed as earned, we are supposed to pay, we go earn money, okay, then we pay taxes, and then the rest of it will double again, then we pay taxes. So, in 20 periods, right? It does not have to be 20 years, it can be 20 months, 20 days, 20 weeks, that does not matter, just get the analogy. So this money, after paying taxes and stuff, will come out to be only about $28,000 right here. Now, if it is in the tax-free environment, folks, that same dollar will be over $1 million. This is how ordinary people become millionaires. And this is how, and Uncle Sam says, if you set up this very money according to the laws, that I'm going to be sharing with you in a minute, right, and it complies with the TEFRA laws, and the IRS rules, right, then you can come out of this category legally and come into this one. This is how, millionaires are made every day. No new money needed, folks. This is again, knowledge is power. This is knowing how the money works. You don't have to put in that overtime or anything like that. This is my wish, that you would, no. All right. This is $100,000 compounding at 8% for 30 years. And the way it is, we have to pay taxes at the end of the year. It will be about $500,000, and if it is in this tax-free environment, it will be over $1 million right here. And just to clarify one more thing right here, and IRAs and 401ks, yes, are a step in the right direction. They are about halfway in here. But now, okay, I showed you this is what we do for our clients, right? And how to be completely right here in the $1 million category, completely tax-free and funky. That's how you put a turbo booster to your money. And this is another one, right here, with your taxes during the contribution, accumulation, distribution is at retirement, and transfer at death. Right here is IRAs and 401ks. But if you want to put turbo booster to your money, it should be all in that, the 4 green circles are way better than 2 or 3 green circles. And these people have earned my respect because thing by paying the taxes, but they don't know any better. They don't know what they don't know, right? Today you are in the know. You have no excuse now, okay, where you are at, okay, to be into this category. All right. Now, here is the thing. All right. We all think here are retirement plans, and this is the reason that I do not own an IRA or a 401k, and I never will, because we think that, hey, we have saved so much money in our IRA 401ks and stuff, and now let's just assume that, hey, you didn't even lose anything in the stock market. You were always making money, and you are thinking that I got a big part here, right? This apple will be mine the day I retire. Folks, I have news for you. The biggest shock of your life will be, do you know which day that will be? I know it. The day you start to take that your retirement money out. When Uncle Sam walks in, he has every right to do that. Uncle Sam has never made any bones about it that, hey, if you participate into these RAs and 401ks, and then you will be taxed when you take the money, so folks, no. And that's when after you pay the taxes, see that, read my lips. Did you hear this term? Does that ring a bell from a few years ago from a presidential debate or something, and read my lips, and then, anyway, no. It should not happen. It should not happen, And, IRAs and 401ks are a whole different topic. I will be, taking up this topic, folks. That is the reason I do not own an IRA or a 401k, okay? And now, let me just keep on sharing with you. Now, I have shown you, okay, that no matter what happens to the economy. Remember, I mentioned in the beginning that after I lost everything back in 1995, I set out to find answers how to, you cannot be affected, how to have financial security and peace of mind no matter what happens to the economy. We have covered that thing, with all of these, the way you set up the money, then, does not matter how many crashes the economy has, does not matter. Your money will be logged in. All right. Number 2 is stock market. No matter what happens to the stock market, I shown it to you how you get that upside only of the stock market within that exact same fund, folks. This black line is the one I showed you the way we have it, and the red is the traditionally people, the way their money is in the stock market, right? So so I showed you how to get only the upside of the stock market. Then I said, the third thing was how to have the money in tax-free environment. I just showed it to you, the power of tax-free. That will make you a millionaire, without any extra money. All right. And then now let me come to and then I went even further that if you have any equity in your home and you're a homeowner, folks, you have to run fast, to get this money out, right? And the resources are either below or at the top, for the home equity planning also, and the other ones too. Go check them out, and if you have any questions, shoot me an email. My email is right there. This is how important you are to me. I have put my personal email in there. I'll answer your questions. All I ask in return is, that If you feel I make sense, then please do not keep this information to yourselves. Spread the word out. Let others benefit also. All right? I'm not charging anything for this thing. Number one. Number two is, okay, if you send me that email, please put full details as to exact details about your question. And then if you want reply from me, just put in your phone number in there. And if you put in your cell phone number, I can then give you the links right away to point you in the right direction. All right. So this is my giving back to the community and to you. And thank you so much for joining me today. But now let me come to this one before I get into that. The litmus test. Remember I said earlier that, hey, if anything, you have health problems, then you want to be treated by the best of the best doctors, right? But how do you know that doctor is the best? Because I've never seen anyone say that I'm the second best doctor. All right. So I'm coming to that listeners test after this thing, but I had promised you in the beginning that I'm going to show you how to, that millionaire category, okay. So IRS says, Uncle Sam says, if you set up the money according to these IRS rules, especially that's section 7702, and then it passes that test with the TEMRA laws. And by the way, these things are just not, these rules and laws had been here for over a century. Did you hear that correctly? Century, right? And those TEMRA laws had been there for decades. And the rich and famous are using that. And instead of hitting Uncle Sam, they are making Uncle Sam your business partner. And this is what Uncle Sam says. Hey, if you set up the money according to this thing, and then it complies with those TEMRA laws, and you have your money in the tax-free environment. So number three thing I had promised was that no matter what happens to the taxes, right? So let me now go a step further. So we covered up, no matter what, you will have financial security and peace of mind no matter what happens to the economy, no matter what happens to the stock market, no matter what happens to the taxes, no matter which party comes into power, the one that says we'll increase taxes, the other one says we'll decrease taxes. I don't want you to be into that game playing. It does not matter. I want you to be a funky no matter which party is there. Your money is locked in tax-free environment, and you are winning. So now let's come to that. This will have two things. Litmus test also, okay, to find that if that your financial doctor is fully qualified. All right. And by the way, just yesterday I had put it in there, okay, how do you ensure? See, you are the Federal Reserve Bank. You are the money printing machine for your family. All right. And yesterday I spent a whole hour going into the details, okay. This is a new kind of revolutionary new kind of life insurance, that is changing the, the life insurance industry. It's like wildfire, all right. It's called the new kind of life insurance that pays at diagnosis of health problems. All right. And if nothing happens, it eventually pays off at death. So you are covered from every basis. The traditional life insurance is the one that everyone hates. Okay, you say, I don't want no life insurance because, yes, I don't blame you, because that life insurance pays off at death only. And now these days, people with the medical advances, people living longer and longer, okay, who is concerned about the death benefit, right? But no, this is a new kind of life insurance. By the way, this is our proprietary product. So when we claim that no matter what happens to your health also, that the money that you think will be there, okay, this is the product that is being used in that one. All right. So, okay, it says, have you ever wondered where money will come from not if, but when you have that health problems like heart attack, stroke, cancer, and stuff like that, or any kind of a critical or chronic illness, or any kind of terminal illness that covers up everything, or even any kind of a major injury or something, right? At that time, the income stops, bills don't stop, and financial disaster starts for most of the people. And folks, this is that program, and it is affordable. Listen close. This is priced as regular old life insurance that would pay off only in death. The cost is the same with this one also, and these living benefits are being included at no extra charge. So currently, there's a policy exchange program. If you have any kind of a life insurance, then you can see if you can trade off that life insurance into this one, and these living benefits are included at no additional charge. All right, and this is our proprietary product. Anyway, I just wanted to give you, while you're here, I just wanted to touch base, and if you want to know much more details and with those testimonials and stuff, and I had put it in there, go to our website at faoai.com, right? That's short for Financial Advisors of America Inc.com. Scroll down, and you'll find that income replacement program. We market it in many different ways. All right. So now let's get to this one. I had mentioned to you all of these things. See that hey, how to get only the upside of the stock market without the downside risks, right? And then how to tax free that money to put a turbo booster to your money, right? And then how to make sure that in case you have health problems, and so that way your dreams are not left there, because even those IRAs and 401ks, if you do not keep on feeding into those ones, then they also stop there, and the dreams of hey, I'll have that much money in the future, if you have not been affected by the regular stock market or by regular losses and stuff like that thing could be a bad dream also. So this one program has it all included in here. All right, and now let me just quickly share it with you. We call this thing the MFTAI program benefits. All right, now here's the litmus test also. Whosoever advises you, and if you wanted to see that, you are with the best of the best doctor, not the second best, right? Only then you need to use this as a litmus test, and you can ask that if you feel like, right? Hey, what is that MFTAI program? If they don't say, hey, how did you find out about it? Well, tell you what, many times they might say, oh, I heard about that, you don't want it, and stuff. No. It's your money, folks. You need to know. And if they say, well, how that, hey, in this one, the money will be set up with the stock market upside only, without the downside risk, that the money will be automatically set up, to get the upside only of the stock market without the downside risk, and the money within this program will be complying with that IRS, those sections that IRS says, right? And then it will be complying and passing that litmus test also from the TEFRA, DEFRA, TEMRA laws, and that, hey, in case you have any health problems, right, that this becomes a self-completing program, If they do not say that, then you might want to think about it, all right? But just do not just buy that, and or if someone says, I never heard about it, then they are being honest, right? Then you make your own decision, right? Well, I have an honest person, who's guiding me with the money, then you make your own decisions, all right? Other than that, folks, this is the one, and it sets up that whole money on autopilot. And one of the major things in this one, it includes everything that I discussed about, all right? And then one of the major things is, unlike, this MFTAI program offers several unique benefits that most other financial vehicles do not offer, all right? And unlike qualified plans like RAs, 401ks, 403bs, or private pension plans and stuff like that, with this program, there is no caps or limits. All right. And no age restrictions either. See, with those other ones, RAs, 401ks and stuff, you cannot touch your money till age 59 and a half. Then there are severe penalties, if you try to get that money sooner. All right, no, I don't want you to be with those restrictions. Then again, you have to take it out by 70 and a half. No. All right, with this one, that's your money, and IRS says, hey, how much you can take it out at any time. They give you that table in there. All right, and there is no limit. Unlike those other IRAs and 401ks, you can only put in so much. But if you have more money, where will you do that, right? No. In this one, whether you want to put in $5,000, okay, $5 million, $50 million, okay, or $500 million, you just, okay, I call it the size of the bucket, right? And then when we send it to the IRS to pass that litmus test, right? And they say that, hey, if you attach with this, by the way, there's only one program, okay, to make it this way. So they said, okay, you have to attach a little bit of life insurance. This is not the regular way, the life insurance, no. But the IRS, if you want to make them your business partner, it has to be, the law says, that there has to be at least a little bit of life insurance. And when we send it that, hey, this is how much you want to dump in, say $50 million, right? And then IRS will say, well, tell you what, with this, that at $50 million bucket, you need to attach this much of minimum life insurance. Yeah, right? It's not like the other way around, where you get the maximum life insurance policy for the minimal rate. No. In this one, this is not being sold as a life insurance, but IRS says, if you want to make it all tax-free and stuff, then you have to attach very tiny bit of life insurance, and they tell you how much life insurance needs to be put on to that one, and don't worry, if you are not healthy and stuff, you may not qualify for the life insurance. Don't worry, we have solutions for everything. Then those same IRS says, they provide the solutions, so you don't have to worry about it. And then so when we have to attach that kind of a life insurance, you get that minimal one, we attach this kind of life insurance, and this is approved for that program. So if we have to, IRS says there's no two ways about it. There's only one way to do this thing. And so then we have, this is our proprietary product. That's why when I claimed, you'll see that you can have financial security and peace of mind no matter what happens to the economy, stock market, taxes, or even your health. We are factually correct, because we use the right kind of products, that may or may not be available to others. All right. And now another thing, please, if you are a homeowner, get this thing fast, right? And then if you have been losing money in the stock market and stuff like that, you got to stop your bleeding now. All right, and whatever it is, you got to take that money out, cut your losses, pay those taxes and stuff like that, and so you never have to, worry about anything after that. You're right, and then put it all on autopilot here. So this way you are a complete funky, and I want you to live the lifestyle of the rich and famous, who are not worried at all, when the money is working. So many horses will be working for you. And like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email. My email is below there, beer@faoai.com. That's our website. That's short for Financial Advisors of America Inc.com. And please do include your phone number in there. And with that, I hope I had been able to live up to your expectations. I know I have gone way beyond my time, but I just have so much to share with you. And please keep on coming back every day. Okay, like in the beginning, I went into details as to how this thing works, and I've not been able to give you that exact strategy. Okay, to this thing, we'll discuss it in the other ones. So we'll take one topic at a time and do this thing, and this will be the best. I try to keep it within about 50 minutes to an hour, but today it's just that so much is happening so fast. Economy is crashing so fast. I wanted to get to you as the earliest. All right. So with that, I hope I had been able to give you some hope and some answers. And now take an action or not, it's all up to you. At least I feel good that I have done my job, and again, without any expectations in return from you. And so share it. Feel free. You have my permission. Feel free to share it. Forward this thing, link to your friends, family, and your co-workers, whatever. One day they will thank you. All right. And so with that, thanks. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock California time. Take care. Bye-bye.